Pizza time.
All right, let's get this over with. It's episode 52.
Such horrible product placement there.
Episode 52 of A Pizza My Life, where the toppings are hot and the host is trying his best. I'm Pizza Eric.
Is that like the new thing that you're going to do now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
But I feel like you want to have a catchphrase slogan right at the beginning of the podcast. So
works.
everyone's like, oh, yep.
Just took 52 episodes to get there.
I think after 50 episodes, we're really starting to find our groove.
There you go.
That's what they say.
My co-host, of course, is a guy. It's Sean Sauce.
Hey.
There he is.
Hey.
Wow.
Welcome back again.
That was lame.
Welcome back again.
Our guest this week is making her third appearance on the show. Big deal. First guest to get to 3 appearances. Our good friend, Danielle Dinx.
Thank you. And, you can just tell me if you want me to be a host, like, permanently. Being the first guest is a three-peat.
I mean, you're getting close.
Hey,
Are you kicking Sean off?
You're getting
Whoa,
close.
Whoa.
Sean, I'm sorry.
I mean, he didn't say welcome back, Sean. You're just guest on here right now.
Yeah. Welcome to, hey, Sean, welcome.
This is your
Yeah.
interview.
We're happy to have you as a guest.
I'm interviewing my replacement. Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, right? You can't do the podcast forever. Who knows?
He's really
Just kicking
He's
me
really
out.
setting you up for this.
Oh, wow.
So wait, if this is episode 52, is it like your year mark? Because 52
No.
weeks.
Nah, we
No.
skipped. There's
No,
there's
no.
a pandemic in there.
I know, but I thought
Yeah.
you guys still did it.
I think we're at 13, 14 months.
Yeah.
October
Oh,
1st
okay.
is our anniversary.
Cool.
So if you guys want to get us presents, it's coming up. So
Just past it.
Just past it, yeah. But it's coming up again. It's coming around.
Comes up
It
every year.
always comes up.
Yeah. Danielle, thank you for coming back to the podcast.
You're welcome.
You are one of my friends who has, I think, the most side jobs, side hustles, side businesses constantly going.
Yeah.
Well, now I got to hear more about this.
Yeah.
You always
I
have
keep
like a
myself busy.
million projects going on.
I was never that person. I liked my time to myself,
Yeah.
like doing whatever I wanted to. But now that you can't really do anything outside of, you see your friends here and there, but we can't go anywhere. We were just talking about this earlier. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So I have to keep myself busy. So I have my typical 9-to-5 job with the hospital at home. And then I work at the gym, which I think I mentioned last time.
Yeah,
Or
that was
no,
your
no,
new
I
thing.
think I just mentioned
you didn't. You just mentioned that you went to
that
the
I
gym.
go. Yeah, no, I started working there
Did the
part-time.
shout out that you gave help you get the job?
I don't know.
Can you
I
say
don't
it
know.
did? Let's
Yes.
say it did, yeah.
Thanks to Pizza My Life.
The podcast boost, getting jobs.
Boom.
There you go.
Employing America.
Getting
And
jobs
then,
and taking down bad companies.
I
Yeah.
do the pyromance, which I mentioned the first.
Yep.
That was my shout out the first time. It's going okay. I mean,
Has that, because now you have other projects that's kind of now on the back burner?
yeah, I think so. And it sounds bad, but not a lot of people want you to come to their house and do a party. You kind of are the consultant for them.
Yeah.
It's like virtual parties you can do all day long, but it's not as fun as being
Yeah.
in someone's house.
So I felt like that could have gone either way. I didn't even think about that at first. I thought you could have increased sales because
People
people are
are
People are
lonely.
home.
and like, hey,
Yeah. They got nothing. They got time to kill.
But then
Exactly.
I guess the whole coronavirus thing also means less people want to congregate. so-
Exactly. I've had a lot of parties cancel because they're like, you know what?
I mean, of course.
We have Thanksgiving coming up. I don't want to get my family sick if you're around
Also,
15
what
other
to
people.
explain that to your
Yeah,
family?
why are you sick? Well, I
Well-
was having this girl over and she was showing me all this
Yeah.
stuff.
There's this dildo here, and I don't know.
Anyways,
Things
had
got
to-
away from
had to
us.
buy those sex toys.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's how I got coronavirus. All good.
That's
I'm
one
all
story.
better now. But then you picked up a job at the gym.
Picked up a job at the gym. So I pay a discounted membership,
Which is nice.
which is nice. It's not too highly discounted, but then I get paid in addition to that. So it's basically covering my membership and then maybe an extra $100, $200 a month.
That's
and now that I
solid.
have my own
Yeah.
house, I need the extra money where I can go. I just need it as
How
much
often
as
are you
possible.
working at the gym?
3 to 4 days a week. So
Damn.
tomorrow morning I actually have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. No, I have to wake up at 4 to
Ugh.
be there at 4:30. I'm really praying for a
Are you leading
snowstorm.
classes? Are you leading classes?
Oh God, no.
Okay. You're just
No.
going there and how long are your shifts?
Tomorrow's actually 5 hours.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's a long. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a long
Normally
time.
I would say 2 to 3, but tomorrow's a longer shift, and that's why I'm praying for snow.
Oh god.
I don't want to wake up at 4. I really don't.
Who does? The people, I'm not the morning person that
No.
wants to wake up bright and early.
Yeah.
Like I set my alarm, I get up at the last minute possible.
Yeah.
I'll stay up until 1 a.m. No problem.
I have no issue getting up. I don't ever want to get up though. Like I've tried doing like the gym in the morning kind of thing, and it's miserable.
I could
You
never.
feel good for like a solid 2 hours after, and then you're dead.
I've
the rest
gone
of the
back
time.
to bed after I've done like a 6 a.m. class where I come home and I don't shower and I lay back down in
Yeah.
my bed and I pass out for like an hour or two before I actually have to do my other job.
Makes sense.
And I'm like, well, I don't have to actually shower and get ready and go to work, so
Yeah, I haven't done this.
I'll just pass right back out.
I've only done this pre-pandemic, so I had to go home, shower, and then
Yeah.
leave directly to work. And then
That sounds horrible.
it is. Again, by like 10 a.m., you're just like, well, this day should be done.
And it's way worse. I mean, in the wintertime, you don't want to get up, start your car extra early, get there, shovel some snow before you got to go. I'm even thinking I have to take my trash out tonight so I don't have to wake up even earlier to do it tomorrow. But like in the summertime, it was nice because it was like 75 degrees at 6 a.m. So
exactly.
it's no big deal to like
Not
walk
that
out of
bad.
your house.
In general, and I know like this is opposite of what it should be, but like I feel like the wintertime, I want to go to the gym so much less.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just cold. It's dark.
Yeah.
Like you're done with your day, and then like
Instantly
if you
dark.
go either you go before work and it's dark, or you go after work and it's dark. It's cold. You're just like, I don't want to do this. And then
Yeah.
summertime, it's like, all right, it's nice all day. I'll hit the gym for an hour, get a sweat in.
Yeah,
and
let
you
me-
feel like you're
I'm
wearing
gonna jog up to the gym. I'm gonna just
Exactly.
and
run
then
on
work
up there.
out and then
and then
jog
regret
home.
your decision.
Oh yeah, instantly.
But you're also wearing a lot more clothes in the wintertime too, so it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I don't have to get this like
You're right. You
body.
can hide it a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to be doing that to like work up that
exactly.
summer
Then in the
body.
summertime,
Yeah.
you're like, damn it,
Yeah,
why didn't I like
exactly.
go hardcore in the wintertime?
When you're working out at the gym in the wintertime, you have to plan ahead. You have to have your change of clothes
Yeah.
Bring two pairs of shoes.
yeah, your
there.
jacket. You can't be walking into your, through the slush in your gym shoes. That doesn't work at all.
No,
No.
And then, it just sucks.
Yeah.
it's not fun.
It just sucks. I don't like it. That's why my gym membership is still canceled.
Still.
That
Just
email you
because of
sent
that.
was perfect.
That's the why. I mean, if you're not going to the gym, email them. Say cancel my membership.
Right
That
now.
worked for
Don't
me.
give me any slack.
Don't even
Don't
try it.
question.
Don't want to deal with this shit.
But on the
Anyways.
opposite end of like the gym spectrum, I started to sell cookies on the side. So it's like,
Yes.
I don't even understand like why. I mean, I work out and then I'm like, well, I'm going to go home and bake like 5 batches of cookies to give to people
Yeah. So when do you sleep?
when I can.
I was just gonna say, this is your new side hustle that you're making cookies now. How did this start?
So my dad has made like the best cookies. Now I do. For years and years and years. And so like my family always loved them. I loved them. And then finally he taught me the recipe. I memorized it and I decided to use his recipe and kind of like transform it. I make his like, as you can see, the chocolate chip. But
Which is so
I
good.
kind of transformed it to like a bunch of different flavors and it happened to work out perfectly. And so I was
Yeah.
like, might as well start selling them like right before Christmas, before the holidays. I'm like, I could use some extra money. I
So when
always
you-
can.
When you say like you transform, like you take the base and then you just do it like instead of a chocolate chip, like a snickerdoodle or something. or like,
Yeah, but I have like I did peppermint Oreo in the wintertime
Sounds
because it was like super perfect
That
for
sounds good,
the
yeah.
holidays. And then
Yeah.
I've just been like testing them like at my
Yeah.
house all the time, which I can't tell you the ingredients, but
It's a secret recipe.
The recipe will be scrolling.
Yeah.
On the video.
If you want to copy these cookies, here's how.
The
No, yeah.
recipe from Nestle Toll House.
oh my God. No, but yeah, I just was talking to friends and they were like, you could, like a couple people were saying like, you could sell these cookies. I'm like, no way, like
Yeah.
whatever. And so I toyed around with the idea for a little bit. And then one day I was just like, screw it. I'm posting on Facebook and seeing the response. I posted it, instantly regretted the decision because I was like, oh my God, no one's going to say anything.
Right.
Like, this is embarrassing. Like, I just posted a picture with me with like cookies by a Christmas tree. Like, I felt really silly.
Yeah.
Like, here
I
you
make
go.
cookies.
So this is only this has
Yeah.
been going on for what, 2 months roughly?
I want to say November.
you started November,
something
yeah.
like that. And then immediately, like between when I started and Christmas time, I think I got 40 orders in.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So are people ordering like batches of cookies, or
Yeah.
is it like for events of like, hey, can you provide like, I don't know,
Yeah.
60 cookies for?
I've done people, 60 cookies I've done for someone, but I sell them by the batch. So
Okay.
that's about 20 cookies, or I sell them by the
Shit, that's a lot,
dozen.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so
What's the largest order you've had?
60 cookies.
And you do that all in like one day?
Oh yeah, I've made like I think one day I made like 200 cookies because
My God.
I had to like
I can't
literally-
imagine.
Yeah, I literally had to like come up with a spreadsheet, like a system. I still don't have like a business system
Yeah.
down, but like, okay, I have this many hours I can bake. Like these are the cookie orders that I have. Can I do it all in one day, or do I need to split it into
Yeah.
two? Half the time I just want to get it done, and then you try
Makes
not
sense.
to eat them the entire
Yeah,
time.
true.
Yeah,
know how
that
hard
would be the
that is?
hardest thing right there.
You have no idea.
You have
So she's
fresh
wanting
baked
And then you go to
cookies
the
make
gym
sure.
and you're like,
nonstop.
yeah.
Especially go to the gym because you're like, I worked out. I can do a cookie.
Yeah, that's
and
what
a
I
lot
have
of
to.
my gym friends will buy the cookies, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I keep you coming back to the gym, don't I?" Right?
You're helping out the gym, helping out yourself.
helping
double
out
dip.
everybody.
Shout out.
Pyramid.
I of course ordered some.
Yes.
I got the classic chocolate chip. Loved them. They're so good.
Thanks.
They're so good.
Wait, so where can you order these from?
So I mean, at the end, I was gonna say, but
I feel we do it now and then do it at the end.
yeah,
fine. Okay, yeah.
Twofer, double dip.
So I just created an Instagram account, and it's I'm gonna screw it up.
Oh,
I want to make
You weren't
sure.
prepared. That was my bad.
No, I wasn't,
It's
but that's
at
okay.
Dinxy Doodles.
Yeah, but I want to
But
make
there's
sure.
probably-
I think
Spell
there's
it
an
right.
underscore or
We'll
something.
put it in the thing.
Why don't
too.
I know this?
That's
I
always
still don't
fun.
know it.
You catch people who don't know their social media handles.
Honestly,
You
though,
really
people
caught me
don't
off
think
guard.
about like
That's
you
fine.
don't think about your. That
We'll
sounds good.
take this time to promote that. Pizza My Life is on Twitter now at APML Pod. We have a Twitter account now.
Hey.
So
Did we make a fleet?
no, we would never do that
Why?
because
You made me post a Facebook story.
I know how many views did that get? Like 2?
No idea.
It didn't work out. We'll never do that again.
I will never have a Twitter again. Twitter is just like honestly for people to just complain and
That's social media.
passive aggressive.
Yeah, that's
I feel like Twitter was majority because it was like every thought that came to your head, you just literally posted it on Twitter. And I remember being that person. I'm like, I don't like the person I'm becoming on Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should never look at your old social media
No.
posts because then you'll want to kill yourself.
No, oh my
like,
God.
scroll through your own
2011 through like 2013. Oh no, even before that, I'm like, oh my God, I really complained like about my dad on there. Like, oh my God, he's being so mean to me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm 19 years old. Like, chill out.
Have you done like time hop?
Yes.
And you go through and like for like a couple of them, you're like, oh, that was pretty funny. That's
I
cool.
deleted that too because
Yeah.
it
Oh,
started
same.
really like making me sweat
Yep.
every time I'd look
Got
at it.
through a
Like,
couple
oh
of them.
my
I'm like,
God.
oh, that was funny. Yeah, that's cool. Whatever. And then you get to like a period of time, and you're like, yeah, no, I was an idiot. Why was I even going online? At
Yeah.
This time?
Well, now Facebook has their memories, so that's the only thing I have.
But
Occasionally,
you can go
I'll
through
check.
that and delete the stuff you don't
Yep,
like.
and I do.
So
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 now
it's a nice little wake up call. Be like,
Now
all
you
right,
should
I
be
want to
good.
get rid
You
of
know
that.
what the worst is though is someone who like was tagged with you from like 15 years ago comments on it, and it automatically pops up in everyone's feed.
Yeah, it, like,
really
refreshes
gross,
it.
You do that a lot.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
Me
a
and-
really gross picture
Me and
or
Gardner
like a
do that.
bad status, and all of a sudden you're like, and these like flashbacks come back,
Yep.
and you're like, oh my God, like
I
what's
think-
going on?
I think most of the time I see that it is Eric has commented on something and now it's in my timeline because Eric commented on something from 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately because Gardner, shout out to Gardner, he used to post on my wall on Facebook pretty frequently, and a lot of them have been popping up in my feed as like 10 years ago. So I just would go on
Your
there
memories,
and I
as
just
you said.
comment, the memories. I just comment 10-year anniversary of this, and he'll be like, just pooped from drinking a milkshake,
Wow.
and it's
Stuff,
like
the stuff you need to know.
Shout out
people
Gardner.
can see that now. You're welcome, bud.
Yeah.
So no, that's fun to do. I recommend doing that.
All right, did we get the actual handle?
Oh
I missed
yeah,
it.
the
Okay.
actual handle. as
I'll
soon as
cut
it
all
goes
that
away.
out. I'll cut all
But-
that out. It'll be
Oh,
so
you always say that.
so smooth.
He only ever cuts out when he fucks up real bad.
Have you ever actually cut anything?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff.
Because I feel like you say
If
that.
I want to
The
cut it, it gets
Beginning of
cut.
episode with Pizza Mom, he sits there and he had like a nice 10-second pause of just nothing.
And it's only in the video
Only in the video.
because I just was like, fuck it. And when I was editing the video, but
Whatever.
the audio, you can edit anything into audio. It's easy.
We
So,
can make you say whatever.
Oh God, please don't. My
Yeah.
parents watch.
that's fun. Well, some
The video will come through natural. The
Yeah.
audio, if they listen, you're gonna be saying some bad stuff.
sometimes
Awesome.
there's little tweaks. You should be listening and watching.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's the way to get them.
There's gonna be a little Bernie Sanders on my shoulder the entire time.
Of course.
Yeah.
But no,
That
the
would be
the
good.
handle is
I wish I
Dinxy
could.
DINXY _doodles.
Down here.
Oh, did you put it in the video?
Yeah, it'll be in the
It'll be
graphics.
Cool.
Right here.
No, way
Yeah.
lower.
Right here.
Way lower.
I can't get lower than
Still, I mean, no, it's more
Lower
that
than
way
the
too.
table. But yeah.
No, it'll be on the video.
Yeah, so I just created an Instagram to do, work with that. I don't have any like order forms, anything yet. I'm not that professional
So do
about
people
it.
just like DM you like, hey?
Yeah, and a lot of
60
people know me
cookies,
personally.
stat.
Yeah, a lot of people know me personally. Then just text me and be like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I'll just put it in my spreadsheet.
Have you had strangers like
I
order?
have.
Okay, that's kind of cool, right?
That's when you know it's like legit.
Yeah.
When I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're not just getting like pity orders from friends.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, sure, I'll support your thing.
Like when people on Facebook will be like, share your local business or whatever, support small businesses. And so I was like, someone literally above me put like their pure romance, and I was like, darn it. But I also have a second one with
That's
cookies.
why you got all these kids.
Yeah. So then I posted that, and then someone goes, homemade cookies. And then she's actually gotten 2 orders from me.
Damn, that's nice.
I made like over $100 from her.
Dang.
I'm like,
Shout
thank
out.
you. I don't know. I've never met you, but that's completely fine.
That's how I feel.
That's
when
how
we see,
business
like,
works.
The
Yeah.
one person from Colombia that happens to just like listen to this podcast. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, no shipping though. I tried shipping actually. Jamie's brother Tommy in Florida, and
it just didn't work out at all.
they didn't get there for 3 weeks.
USPS.
Yeah, we'll never do that again.
Also
So you just
during
do
like
hand
Christmas.
Huh?
You're just doing hand carry.
Yeah, you could. I'll do delivery, or like they can pick up if they want on the porch. But
Yeah.
I can't. I tried, and the shipping was expensive. I just have to figure that out. And then during Christmas, everything was delayed.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
And I was,
yeah.
well, they
have to
still
have
haven't
an
come, and I'm like, well, I paid for like expedited
Yeah.
shipping. This is bullshit.
item.
I
Yeah.
wonder
he
if you
got
did
'em.
like UPS, would it be quicker?
I think if you did like
But it's also
FedEx,
probably-
it'd be quick.
But FedEx is national government pyramid. It's
a
handled by
good
the
clip.
government.
Okay, I don't know where you're getting at.
But I'm saying, so like the USPS was having issues because like the funding thing.
Yeah.
But FedEx, I think, has the same thing. UPS is like, I think, a private company, so they might have more like
Oh, I see
be
what you're
able to
saying.
like do it themselves and not have as much of an issue.
I'm like worried to try it again because I just don't want to throw away money.
Fair, especially because
Totally
I think
fair.
it's gonna be super expensive either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what they say? Buy local. So
There you go.
that applies for cookies as well. Speaking of local, we have cookies right in front of us.
Yeah.
Let's give these a try,
These bad
Danielle.
boys a try.
Yeah, you're gonna.
So
have
you
to,
had these before though.
Yeah, I've
This
had.
is my first time.
What are we biting into? Is this
This
just
is
chocolate
just
chip?
the plain chocolate chip. This is the one that's like
The
made-
classic.
Yeah,
This will put you on the map.
that's what did.
This is so good. What do you have flavors upcoming that you're planning?
I've recently just launched a bunch at the beginning of the new year, so no.
They're
so
very
good.
good.
It's so good. You gotta keep talking. 'Cause we're
I also
chewing.
just realized though why we were gonna put this at the end of the episode.
So you guys can chew
We're
and eat
chewing.
and whatever. But yeah, I've got like some banana cookies, banana nut, banana pudding, lemon pound
Banana
cake, pepper. No, I did peppermint Oreo, but those are like seasonal. Mint chocolate chip, and
You got something for like St. Patrick's Day?
I think I probably should honestly. You think about it after, like what is that? Retrospectively, you like look back and you're like, oh, I should have saved that one.
Yeah, or it's too late.
Yeah.
You know.
I already posted it. And I'm like, darn it, that could have been like a cool St. Patrick's Day cookie.
You gotta figure out. Yeah, make those cookies green.
I've never seen this before. Don't even know if it's possible. Could you do an Irish cream cookie?
I don't know. That's a good idea. That's what I need is like people to be like, okay, this is the idea that I have, and then I
All right.
test batch.
Boom.
Irish cream.
Boom.
Easter just chocolate, so I feel like you can put some like speckled eggs in there.
You just gotta shape it like a bunny.
yeah,
I
exactly.
could get like sprinkles or something, so it's
but those
colorful.
are essentially just like whatever.
Really, that's what you do though. Instead of trying to do a flavor, you just do a shape of a cookie instead.
Well, but if you can do a flavor though too.
Boom. Hey, these are the St. Patrick's Day chocolate chip cookies. They're shaped like a 4-leaf clover.
But you do an Irish cream cookie.
Top of the
no,
morning
I've
to
never
you.
seen an Irish cream cookie. It
That's
tastes
not a
delicious.
bad
I think
idea.
I try that.
Yeah.
I gotta start thinking, brainstorming.
There you go. Yeah, you can come back on this podcast. We'll give you ideas for your cookies.
4th
Wonderful.
of July, you put Pop Rocks in it, explode in your mouth.
I don't hate that idea. Oh,
Pop Rocks
shoot.
cookie?
I'm gonna have to give you
Yeah.
a piece of the pie.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Just let me sample
Sean's
the
in as an
cookies.
investor.
Just let me sample these cookies.
Yeah, I mean they're so good. They are so good. But yeah, let's I mean we can talk about cookies all day. But we got other stuff to talk about. Sean, what's the deal? You just bought a new car here?
I did not.
No.
Heather did.
What's the
Heather.
issues that's going on? You sent me a snap. That looks like a nice car.
Yeah, so in general, I just hate buying cars.
True.
I understand everyone, they're trying to get their best deal and the best pricing for them. But when I tell you what I want, I tell you what I want to pay. I hate going through where, like, all right, so you guys all know and then like this dealer's telling me one price and the next dealer's telling me another price. Like, fuck you. If you want my business, I'm telling you what I want. I obviously kind of have an idea of the pricing, what it should be.
Figure
Give me
it
the
out.
best price. Yeah. So that just pissed me off, and
Fair.
I've hopped from like dealer to dealer because of that. Because I'm like, if you guys aren't gonna do this for me, I'm going to the next spot. Heather.
That's strong. That's what we do. That's strong.
Yeah,
arming
but
the
it
dealers.
doesn't help anything.
Yeah, that's but they say that you should always haggle for prices and stuff with your dealership.
So on that, Heather got $130 a month off of what they initially quoted her, and I was shocked by it.
you need to let Heather buy all your cars now.
So I'm also thinking that Chevy can like do some more, and maybe it's just the car she had, but like with Ford, it has been consistent with, I've gone to like 8 different dealerships and they've all given me roughly the same price.
Yeah.
Like there's very minor differences within that. Hers was like, she gets to this first spot, she goes, I'm thinking about a Ford or a Chevy, and the guy like quoted high, and she's like, all right, well, I mean, yeah, it's too high, I'm gonna go. And then he's like, well, what do I need to do? He's like, what do I need to do to get you to go today? And she's like, I don't know. And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, the same thing I'm paying now. And he goes, well, I can't do that. But like, what else? It's like, I don't know, under 250. And the guy comes back at like 260. She's like, nah, I'm going. And then just keeps lowering it. I'm like, shit, dude.
Sounds
plays
like canceling
hardball.
cable when you like try to cancel.
Fucking, that's another thing. I hate that.
We won't get into
so
that
much.
now because that's super annoying. But that's exactly what it sounds like.
That is like the worst thing too, because it's like at the end of the day, you know that they're gonna cave. It's like, so you just have to sit me on the phone for 2 hours while I bitch at you, and then eventually you're gonna be like, all right, here's the rate that we were gonna give a new customer anyways.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Get out of here.
You just got to be on hold, keep asking for the next person.
Now
Don't like it.
I just send Eric $15.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I've never bought a car, like a new car or leased a car. Like my dad owned a body shop for a really, really long time, and he's like, you better take care of this car that you have now. It's like a 2008 Mariner, so it's getting up there.
Not even made anymore.
No. And there's a lot of parts that aren't even made anymore. Like, it's just a piece of shit. And so now it's starting to fade away. I'm spending like a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there. And he's like, listen, you're going to have to look into a lease because I can't help you and fix it. Because he used to help me out and, not charge the labor because he's my dad.
I mean, 13-year-old car, like, it lasted. It
Right.
did its job.
It did its job. So now I'm looking into leasing, and it is just, I'm like, who can cut me a deal? Like, who's in my family that?
And you always feel like you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
No matter
you
what.
always look at the numbers.
My
you're always
dad,
like, "That
now
sucks."
works at a dealership.
Okay, well that helps.
Yeah, so
He should be able to help.
He's gonna get some sort of dealership
He can at least
plan.
get employee pricing.
Exactly,
Right?
dealership money or plan or whatever. Because he just bought a beautiful new F-150, which I cannot afford. Like it's like a house payment.
I also don't understand that too. Yeah, my brother just did that too, and I'm over here haggling between like, do I want the next trim level on like the second least expensive Ford SUV.
Yeah.
And then my brother's like, yeah, I got the fully loaded F-150. I'm like, all right, well, that's insane.
It's
like,
unreal. And then your
why?
insurance is like sky high.
Yeah,
like I
fuck
want
insurance.
like between a car payment
yeah.
and insurance, I want to stay like I mean, clearly I want to stay low, but under 400, I feel
Yeah,
like that's
That's
ideal.
tough.
It's
though.
so tough.
Under
Unless you put a shit ton
$400.
unless you put a shit ton down, which is stupid too, because if you map it out, it's like, all right, I put $3,000 down, I save $100 over the
Right.
life.
And I don't want to
No.
buy. I definitely want to lease
I
because
agree.
I need like something that's reliable all
Well,
the
I was saying,
time.
you don't have to deal with like the nonsense of like, all right, now my
Yeah, you
car
can always just
broke
get
down.
it fixed. But if you're leasing, then you're never free of having the payments.
Yeah.
So,
But
Being
going
into-
back,
pick your poison.
insurance is the biggest fucking scam in the world.
We know that.
You
Everyone
pay
knows that.
so much money, and then it's like, all right, so now I've paid for like 3 cars worth of payments.
Oh yeah.
And you guys don't ever lower my payment, and then I have to I get into I have to replace my windshield, and you guys fucking jack up my prices. All right, fuck you.
Yeah.
And I just found out today, my mom has been telling me, my grandma was a teacher, and there's insurance that you can get only if like you're a teacher or like a relative of, and it's Mimic. And I was always told that's the best pricing. You can't get any better pricing, and once you leave it, since I'm not a teacher, I can't go back. So I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna stay here. And then I'm talking to friends, they're like, I've never paid that much for insurance in my life. Do you have any accidents? Nope, never got into an accident. Currently have no points on my license. Why is it so high? Because Mimic fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So now I have to find out. I got to go through the whole insurance quoting process.
I was just gonna say, should I start my next side hustle as a teacher just
Yes.
to get like
Yeah.
cheaper insurance?
Yeah. I'm
I'll
just going to
teach your
keep calling
kids.
around until I just, that's again, they never teach that in school.
No.
The school system, I mean, I'm not a teacher and a lot of my friends are, so I don't want to like cut it down. But I really wish like in high school,
They need to change.
You learned like stuff.
They should have a
for
home
the
ec
real
class
world.
that is like, yeah, exactly. Like,
And I was going to say
home ec
how
is
to
like
write a check but now checks are like basically.
Yeah, you don't need
doesn't
that
how to
matter.
write a Venmo.
Right.
But yeah, they
how
needed
to
to
download
push
Venmo
those
and
classes.
send money to other people.
If you're buying drugs, don't put a maple leaf.
Oh
Oh.
my God.
Or do it. I mean, who cares? It's Venmo.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing it.
Oh, sometimes
But-
I just go through the emojis and I just start hitting them.
Bought
And then
some-
Eric likes it a couple weeks later.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Sean bought some sugar, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't understand when people don't have Venmo. I really don't.
My
best friend, I was like, she bought some stuff and I was like, what can I pay you? And she goes, do you have cash? I go, no. Like,
No.
I can't tell you the last time I've had cash
21.
unless I'm at the casino.
yeah, it's very limited
And
situations.
so I'm like, you don't have Venmo? And she goes, no, I don't mess around with that. And I'm like, you need to. Like, this is like the new way of life.
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to pay you?
my buddy, we were like living
Yeah, it's
together.
like, I don't get this.
I know.
No.
My buddy, we were living together, and so like all the accounts were in my name. So he was just like, paying me. Other than rent, was just paying me like the half of whatever utilities. And he refuses Venmo, refuses PayPal. He's like, I don't want my bank info being out there online. I'm like, dude, we live in a world like if someone wants your info, they're gonna have it. Like you're not going through like some crazy VPN every time you log into something.
Right.
I get feeling that way if, it's 2005.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is risky. Okay, I understand. It's 2021 now. The banks have figured it out. They've upgraded their, internet security.
I view it the opposite way. I view it where if someone wants to hack your shit, you posting it on Venmo or PayPal is not going to make any difference compared to like they can just hack your bank.
Yeah.
Like some of the most secure places are getting hacked.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff's getting stolen. Like if people want to get your shit, they get your shit. It's a pain in the ass. You go, you argue, you get your money back, you change passwords. That's a pain in the ass too. And then you move on.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it happens. I'd much rather deal with that than needing to go cash a check every month.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing ever.
I used to live with Tyler, and when we realized that it's like, hey, just pay me rent
Yeah, I
through
remember you
Venmo,
saying this.
life got so much better because we were like, oh, you're wasting time going to the bank to get cash to give to me for me to go to the bank to put it in the bank.
Yep.
No thanks.
100%.
Let's
That's
both
how I
just
used to
sit on
pay
the
Anna
couch.
too, the Cash App or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it was before Venmo.
Yeah.
So I did that, and she was like, can I just do this? She goes, if it gets into my bank account, that's fine.
So much easier.
Yeah. Why?
And-
Why would I go to the bank?
And then you have like a record of it too. Like you can go back and be
Yeah.
like,
Right.
oh, did you pay me this month? Oh
Boom.
yeah, look right
Yep.
here. Boom.
Boom. Right there.
So much easier.
Yeah. It makes things very simple. I support it. I like it. But let's go ahead and get into some hot toppings now. Huh? What do we think, guys?
Sure.
Does that
Let's
sound
do
good?
What's hot?
All right. The first hot topping. All these are nice, fun couples hot toppings.
Brought to you
that
by
was-
Lad Bible.
I thought that was fun. No, not all are from Lad Bible, actually. So sorry, Lad Bible. The first one, a wife won't share the bed with her husband because his toes keep falling off.
His toes?
His toes.
Not toenails, toes.
His toes.
It's a good
I-
reason.
Literally, if your toes are falling off in bed, you can get the fuck out of the bed.
But like, don't you think like your first,
Absolutely.
like maybe like first time your toe falls off, shame on you. Second time, it's like, hey, I'm gonna call the doctor because you have a clear
Is
illness.
that the picture of the actual guy?
Yeah, that's the actual
Yeah,
guy.
see, that's creeping me out.
Also,
How many toes does he have?
I would say your toes can only fall off max 10 times. Like that's like there's a finite amount of times unless he's one of those lizards that grows back his tails.
I just like the sentence. He was really unwell.
Yeah.
No shit.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I kind of get it. I don't want to share a bed with someone who's, you wake up and you're like, is this a toe?
Oh.
I get it. Here's the details on it. Simon Charlesworth.
This is in England, isn't it?
He got sick, and this one is from Lad Bible.
Of course.
He got sick and went to the hospital. He had flu, pneumonia, and sepsis. So he spent 10 days in an induced coma. Doctors working tirelessly to keep him from
We got a
dying.
picture coming up here.
He did survive,
No.
but his toes, a few years later, his toes have turned black and started to fall off one by one due to poor circulation. So it's kind of like
So he kind of has like what's it called?
frostbite.
Yes, thank you.
That's basically kind of what it is. So, but he says his wife refuses to sleep in the same bed as him as she didn't want to wake up with a detached toe beside her.
So real quick,
Understandable.
Valid.
after the first toe falls off, you go to the doctor, and then maybe they're
Oh
like,
my God, that is awful.
I honestly don't think the toes
"That's
look
not as bad as I thought.
as
I
bad
thought
as
it was
I
gonna
thought.
be way worse.
Oh my God.
I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be a total just
like a nub.
just sitting out there
Like
like
your
a foot.
fist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just.
No, that's disgusting. Are you
Flatten
sharing this with the viewers?
Yeah,
what
they'll
this
see it.
actually?
I mean, I'm gonna have to at least put this in the video now.
oh my
it's
God.
not
But-
great.
Okay, so you go. So if you go to the doctor and you have a toe fall off, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like hey, all your toes are basically useless. They're gonna fall off." Don't you think, even like from a balance perspective, at this point, when you just get the rest of them chopped off, and then you have to deal with like, hey,
I don't think
these
you
are
want
gonna
them
fall
chopped off.
But if they're gonna fall off
I'm
anyways,
not, you know.
Put
I'll let 'em
yourself in
fall
that
off.
situation though. If your toe falls off, would you just be like, here, take the rest? Would
No.
you? Probably.
if they told me that they were gonna fall
Eventually.
off,
Like overall?
yeah.
I
And,
think
like,
what
and,
I'm doing
I
is
don't
I'm
have
just putting.
function in them either way.
Yeah, I think I'm just putting socks on
That
to
grosses
sleep.
me out.
I'm
You can
A
like
little
you know,
toe
to hold
holder.
them to hold them together. You
Yeah,
know,
until
so
you
if
get
they
that
do
hole.
come off, you know, it's just in my sock, hon. No
That's
worries.
gonna wake you up though.
Get
Gonna
back.
be a toe rolling around
Get back
your
in this
sock.
bed.
oh, there you go.
You think
Yeah.
it bleeds when it falls off?
No. So here.
Just make your husband wear socks.
Here's how he describes the first one falling off. He says, some have come off in my hand while applying antiseptic lotions, some in bed, but by far the worst, some have come off in the shower. Can you imagine putting your socks on in the morning and thinking, I'm sure that toe was there last night?
This guy's throwing some around willy-nilly here. You have 10 fucking toes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how much is some? Like, from at least whenever this picture's taken, he's got at least 1, 2... He kind of has a decent amount of toes, unless he's saying, like, bits and pieces
Can
fall
you?
off.
Is
looks
anybody
like a-
missing? He has
He
a
looks like he's
missing
got
pointer finger.
3? No.
Is he just maybe he's just...
I don't.
His
know.
nail looks weird. His fingernail looks very
No,
weird.
no. The pointer though, it
The
doesn't.
pointer
There's
finger-
no nail, so it's either.
Yeah, that looks
he's
weird.
He's either kind of like a weird, which I
mean,
can't
that's
do.
not
I
the
can't go
picture you
straight and
post.
go.
No.
Oh,
I was about to be a Brad.
But here's how he describes it. The soles and heels of my feet came off all bar an inner layer of soft skin. My fingers peeled, my nose peeled, but luckily it was just my toes which got it really badly. After the initial ordeal, Simon set his sights on walking once again. However, after 4 months, his first toe fell off. He says the actual falling off bit was not painful. I used to have a shower every day and then spray all my toes with antiseptic to try and stop any infection. The toe came off as I was rubbing it with Germoline.
Oh, also, last toe fell off December 19th. They're in the clear.
Yeah, it's been over a year. You're good.
Know what he should have done though? Right before that last toe fell off, schedule a pedicure. That's the feet one.
yeah.
Just go in,
Ugh.
and then as they're just rubbing it, have it fall off, and be like, "What the hell?"
Sue the company.
Sue them. Get some money out of that.
Oh my God, that's honestly disgusting. Because you can
Yeah.
see where the nails are starting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not good.
I thought he was gonna lose full toe. It looks like he just lost the tips.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Either way, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want you in my bed. No,
I mean,
thank you.
But again,
I'm with the
2020
wife. I side with the wife.
2020 though, he's got
I
no
get
more
it.
toes to lose. So
I don't care. But even think about this now. Just those feet rubbing up against you in the middle of the night?
Wait.
Absolutely not.
would you rather have some little nubs rubbing up against it, or some like long sharp
Toenails.
toenails?
All of a sudden you're like,
pick
slice.
your poison there.
Oy.
Neither. Just don't put your feet on me.
Well, okay. I mean, that's the ideal situation.
Yeah, because we did talk about the lady that had those crazy toenails a couple weeks ago.
No, she had the crazy fingernails.
Well, yeah, she had
But she
crazy
had crazy
toenails as
toenails
well.
too, you're right.
I don't want any of that.
Well, she clearly slept alone.
Yeah. Well, I think slept, just like in a full body cast.
Dracula.
Yeah.
There.
Ew. If you guys had bad feet, which I don't know, but would you actually get pedicures? Are you against? I know there's so many guys that would be like, I'm not getting a pedicure. Like, that's a girl thing to do.
So
And
I'm
it's
not
like,
against like that going and doing it. I more so just don't want someone touching my feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I kind of agree with that. I don't want
I
anyone
enjoy
kind of
it.
picking at my feet.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think I'd care if like someone like going like I don't think that it's like girly that like oh someone's going and doing stuff. I more so feel like I'd sit there and like would squirm and just be like I don't want you to touch my feet.
do you guys do pedicures before getting married, or is it just manicures? Because I know manicures are
Well,
like
hold
a
on.
thing.
I don't know.
Like
of
because
men
a
doing
guy's trying to
either.
look his best for the wedding day, so they'll do a manicure.
But you say that
I know
like,
that
that's just like a normal thing. Like,
I think that is a
don't-
normal
I haven't heard of that.
I haven't heard of a lot of people doing that either, but
Am I wrong?
I'm sure.
Tweet us
I'm
at
sure,
APML Pod.
I'm sure people do it, and like it does, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense, but like you saying it is like that's like a part of like the daily.
I thought it was a pretty like
routine.
normal.
I have not heard of a
thing.
single person do it.
No.
Not saying that there's anything like that. It's weird to do. I've never heard of.
Why
it.
don't you
Okay.
ask Tyler?
I don't think
Are we
he's
getting
going to.
manis before the wedding?
Tyler, manicurist. Yes or
Hey,
no?
wait, you're the best man.
Shoot
That's
me a
part of
text.
you to
Oh,
set
yeah,
that up.
you have to
That's
set
part
it
of you to
up.
Set it up. I can
yeah.
set it up.
You
Yes.
could set it up and be like,
And if you
Tyler.
set it up, he has to do it.
I have
Yeah.
a surprise for you, and you guys set up mani pedis.
Yeah.
All the
Hey,
boys, the bachelor party,
cut
mani
this
pedis.
cut this part out and like just post it as like a clip right before his bachelor party.
Oh yeah, so he doesn't know.
Exactly.
Let's
Yeah, it's
go.
gonna be a surprise.
He just sent the information today about the tuxes and all that, so that's very exciting. It's all coming
There
together.
you go. So
It's a
again,
real
you cut
thing.
this. Now he's gonna be excited for his mani pedis that you have set.
Oh
Hell
my
You got to
yeah.
make sure you do it close enough to the wedding though, so that it's still looking
Obviously.
fresh.
Obviously,
I would die.
waking up early.
But Eric, two.
We got
mani
mimosas.
pedis.
Mimosas.
Wearing robes.
Yeah.
But Eric, to your
Matching
question,
robes.
I
His
think it's
says
not
groom.
likely. Oh, you guys are wearing like what do girls wear like bride bitches or something like that? Like don't
Like
they all
bride
have like
squad
yeah,
or-
something
Yeah.
like that? You're gonna be like
Bride tribe.
Bride tribe. There you go. What could it be like?
Groom.
Groom. We aren't gonna think of this quick enough.
groom room.
No.
Groom room.
I don't
No.
know.
You just rhymed. That's
Yeah,
all. Like
what?
it has nothing to do.
Yeah, bride tribe is sort of a rhyme, not
The
fully.
groom group.
It looks good.
The groom,
Groom
group.
group.
Groom gang.
Groom gang.
Groom gang.
Groom gang.
Duh.
Groom gang.
Boom.
Mani pedis. We're
Oh.
doing it.
Oh, Tyler, you
And
were
then
gonna
it's
have
like-
a fabulous bachelor party.
And then like his robe will say like hubby to be or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
My mom has a Cricut if you need help like getting stuff set up and like created.
Oh yeah, that should be perfect. We all need custom shirts for the
Yeah.
Perfect.
for the bachelor party.
But yeah, I don't think that most grooms are getting pedicures before their wedding.
Okay. So you're not planning on that?
No.
Okay. Because that's coming up.
2 years basically away.
Wait, are you engaged? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Congrats.
Thank you.
Way to go, Sean. Let's go to our next fun domestic hot topping here. The next two go hand in hand. A confused, jealous wife stabs her husband after seeing herself in old photos. So here's
Honestly, I feel like this is the best case scenario for this guy.
So here's the situation. He made digital copies of the photos, and he had them on his phone. She was not expecting him to have these photos on his phone, and so she just instantly went to stabbing.
Did she not think it
Classic.
was her?
She did not recognize herself because they
What-
were
that
old
says more
photos.
about
But she
herself.
recognized that it was him, which is crazy.
Well, that says more about herself. Like she has changed so much in however long, and like you're still seeing yourself in
Yeah.
the mirror. Like I get it that you're seeing your husband, so like you can maybe recognize him more.
When they were both youthful and slim. So she
Yeah.
thought she was another woman.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she was going into
Well,
like a jealous
that
rage.
sounds like your personal problem.
that's what I'm saying. This is the best case scenario for this guy. Like you getting an easy out on her. I mean, I'm not easy. You got stabbed.
yeah, this is
but,
not an
like-
easy out.
I'm assuming he's
Easy.
alive, right?
Stabbed several times, but he is alive.
Yeah.
Here's my theory on this, right? So this was Juan and Lenora. Lenora stabbed Juan. This was in Mexico. This is my theory. He just told the police that it was that it was her. Just so the police is like,
Oh.
oh, okay, all good, hunky dory. But she knows. That ain't her in those old photos. Her husband's messing around.
How do you actually prove?
You'd recognize yourself in some old
So,
photos.
hold on. So
You know where you were at.
Eric,
This lady,
I think some issues with your thing here.
because she's in jail and he's out all
Yeah.
talking to the press
with other women.
with his other ladies.
But don't you think the police would also be like
playing the
clearly
media
be
game.
like, hey, you look the same in this photo? If that was the case,
I'd love to see the photos.
I agree. But I'm pretty sure that if it
I'd
was
love to get to the bottom of this.
an older photo, he looks vastly different.
All of a sudden, he's walking around with some mani pedis, some new photos in his phone.
It is a good excuse for him, like moving forward.
I don't
though.
hate your take on it at all. I think it's completely
Again, I just think that like it would
possible.
be very noticeable that he looks different and
Yeah.
the clothes look different.
It is funny.
How do you say to the police, like, no, this is her? And what are they going to be like, no, it's not? Like, you can't do DNA proof of, like, a photo.
Yeah.
But
especially if it's an old photo, it's all blurry. It looks like it was taken on a potato.
But don't you think that if there was a
phone?
picture of you from, like, last week as opposed from you from 10 years ago?
I still know it.
No, yeah, you would. But I'm saying, like, but it's also obvious to probably everyone else that, like, these are two different timelines.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they're going to look and be like, hey, like, in this picture, you're skinny, have a mustache, and all brown hair. And in this picture, you're fat and balding and gray. But maybe this is a new picture of you. Right. Like, it's going to be pretty obvious that you have also aged.
Yeah.
So that's why I think, now to your point, maybe it's an old picture of him with a different lady, and he just has a type.
Yeah. Maybe it's her sister.
Boom.
Oh my
Twin
God.
sister. Solved it.
Boom. Look out.
M. Night Shyamalan. Next movie.
But yeah, no, I mean, you get stabbed. That's why you got to be careful. You get married.
That's why I don't keep any knives in the house.
You can just get stabbed at any time.
That's why you got to be careful getting married, because you could
get
attempted
stabbed.
murder.
Eric's biggest fear is getting married and getting stabbed and having a child that's going to be a serial killer.
No, that's not true. I don't fear that. Other people fear that.
You asked Catherine if she feared that.
Yeah, because I know other people fear it.
Gotcha.
I don't fear it.
No, you're like,
I don't fear it. I'm
good.
not raising no serial killer. Come on, idiots. But what I am afraid, here's another fun story of
was there
another.
Not more details to that story though?
No, there really was not.
Okay.
There was just she got arrested.
They don't have the picture at all.
No, they just had the picture of her mugshot.
That's kind of shitty. If he made it digital, like, you think you'd at least post that picture?
Yeah, shoot that over. That's why it's not out there. Because he knows it's not of her.
No.
He knows it's not of her.
He's guilty.
He's playing the media game. All right. But if you think that's bad, here's the next one. A Mississippi woman stabbed her husband after she had a dream that he cheated.
I've actually heard about this, not like getting stabbed, but
Getting
you
pissed.
dream of something and then you wake up
think
in
it's
like
so
a
real.
crappy mood and you're just like, don't talk to me. And it's like, why? Like, I had a dream you were doing this. Okay, well, that didn't happen.
Not with Heather, but with a previous relationship, I have been
got
yelled
stabbed?
at. Nope, not stabbed. But I have gotten into a fight about something that I did in a dream.
That's so
that
funny.
was not mine.
I love when you wake up or like early in the morning and you get a random text from someone and they're like, you were in my dream last night. Just tell me every single time. I want to know if I'm in your dreams.
Oh my God.
But what if
I
like you
wanna
did
know.
something bad? Like what if you killed someone?
If that's
It's a
in a dream,
dream.
I want to know about it. What do you think I get up to? I want to know.
But now they're pissed at you.
Email us at apmlpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
All your dreams of Eric.
What are you dreaming? Me and Sean, you dreaming about us? You tell us.
Hey.
You tell us. Lindsay Stevens, 33, of Moselle, Mississippi, is accused of stabbing her sleeping husband early Sunday after she had a dream that her husband had been cheating. Ouch.
What's your defense? It was so real.
Right? But like after a second, the moment I wake up, I'm like, okay, that was a dream.
Yeah. Like maybe you're
And then I
pissed,
feel stupid
but, like,
because
It is
of
funny
how-
how it triggers emotions, though, where you're like, oh my
yeah.
God,
Yeah.
like if this were actually true, like this is how I would feel. And sometimes you can't get past that.
So I can moderately understand like the initial just being like angry for like a little bit of just being like,
Or just be
woke
like,
up.
give me time.
Yeah, like this is in my head now. I woke up and whatever.
Yeah.
But like to go from like dreaming of cheating to now I'm gonna stab you, like
Yeah.
you jumped
Oh,
some
yeah.
steps here.
And it's
Did
like,
you
as like the
confront him?
boyfriend, husband, are you like, do I go get her flowers?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, like you did nothing wrong, but you're like, I feel like I have to
Yeah.
somehow do something here.
This girl woke up. I feel like when you wake up and you have a dream like that, my expectation is that you do not go to the kitchen and grab a knife and bring it back. My expectation is that you go, I just had the craziest dream, and we laugh about it. And you're like, oh, that's crazy. You dreamed I was cheating on you. That's
Eric, you clearly have
here I
never been
am.
dating someone who had a dream that you cheated on them, because it goes nothing like that.
I can't imagine. If I had a dream that my girlfriend was cheating on me, I'd wake up and be like,
oh my God.
thank God you're not cheating on me, because I dreamed that. And if you are, that sucks. But you know, if I dreamed it
And she's like,
to
actually.
fruition, that's horrible.
Actually, this is a weird way to find out, but
But no, I can't imagine that's becomes an actual fight.
you'd be surprised.
I guess.
It'd be kind of funny
Whatever.
if he like rebutted it with like, weird, I had a dream you were cheating on me. And then like, who's right? And then you don't have, you can't stab me. Like, I'll grab a knife too. Let's go.
Now you're in a knife off. That's-
But it's
I
like,
don't want to be in a
but,
knife
like,
fight.
if this woman's so pissed off, like just come back at her with like an even worse dream and be like, well, who's more wrong? Like, Let me show you how stupid you are.
But the thing is, you're like, in those situations, I don't think logic plays in. She had a dream and grabbed a knife. Like, you being logical about it.
Yeah.
She's not going to be like, oh, shit, you're right. This is just a dream.
I know. But
Like, she's going to come
more
and just
funny
lunge
to be
at
like,
you.
well, I actually had a dream that it was like 10 times worse, and now like you're shittier than I am. So
I feel like you just try to like make her think that she's in Inception and be like, oh, no, this is a dream too. Don't stab me. And then you like shake her and wake her up.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But she keeps stabbing you.
Ow, that hurts.
She stabbed this guy 4 to 7 times. He underwent surgery.
How did they not know how many times?
He is expected to recover. I don't know. Sometimes the stab wounds blend together. I guess I don't know.
So she was.
I'm not the
consistent.
medical examiner, Sean.
I just feel like you should know how many times he was stabbed.
4 to 7.
4 to 7 stab wounds. Underwent surgery Monday. Expected to recover. Her bail was set at $10,000.
So now
You
you
think they
just
get
screwed
divorced?
both of you. Yeah.
Well,
For getting stabbed by your significant other, I think that's
it's a
divorce.
good divorce. Yeah.
That's
Who's-
pretty bad
Who's
way.
the kids in that situation? The stabber?
Probably the guy who got stabbed, I would think. I don't think the girl getting out
I
of
don't know.
jail. Yeah, but that's a pretty bad way to get woken up, I think.
Not ideal.
That's not how I want to be woken up.
I think of better ways.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Don't just
Do
be
you-
throwing knives into my
How
back.
often do you guys remember your dreams?
I remember them for maybe 5 minutes, and then I get mad sometimes because I'm like, oh, that was such a cool dream. It's always so wild where you're like, I was climbing on this mountain, and then I ended up in like this cave of wonders. I don't know. It just like is always something
Yeah.
like mystical and magical, and then things that don't actually happen. And then like an hour later, I'm like, what was that dream? What was that dream?
That's
and
how it
literally it's
goes.
like gone.
Yeah.
I only remember the dreams that I have like all the time. Like, have you ever had a recurring dream?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Never?
Like, I don't think I remember any of my dreams.
I have
There's
recurring
one dream
nightmares.
I ever remember.
Recurring nightmares where they're always the same,
I
and
asked
I'm
about
like,
that
just
dream.
wake me up. Like
Yeah. If you can get to that mindset where you know you're dreaming,
oh, I know.
that's a whole
Lucid
different world.
dream?
Lucid dreams.
Ooh.
Sean, what's this one dream that you remember?
Dude,
Spill.
my grandma had like a house in Upper Peninsula, just weird old house.
Uh-huh.
And I was young, and all I remember is that in this dream we were in this house, and the Golden Smacks bear from the cereal box.
Of course.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nuh-uh.
I think it's Golden Smacks. It's one of those, or Golden
Nope.
Crisp. It's one of those old.
I can picture a bear.
So search both of those.
Golden blue box, right?
No, it's a brown box.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's like
With
honey
yellow.
flavored. No.
Oh.
Like
No,
gold.
you're thinking of I think you're thinking of the frog. There's Golden Crisp and Golden Smacks, and there's two different animals for
I'm
the
picturing a bear.
It's a brown box.
I never eat cereal, so I have no idea.
I haven't eaten
The
cereal
box
in
is a
while.
crucial portion of the stream.
No, because you're gonna search this and you're gonna post a picture of what I'm talking about.
I will not.
You might.
Pass.
Anyways, so I just remember I was in this house. It was a thunderstorm, and this bear was trying to attack me, and I was hiding under a like shelf or something very bad hiding spot. If you're getting attacked by a cereal bear, and that's all I remember of it. I don't remember anything else that happened. I just remember that I was hiding in a thunderstorm, and this bear was trying to attack me. Full cartoon cereal mode.
The one dream that I remember from my young teenage childhood years, I was eating breakfast, like cereal, in our house.
Cereal, both of us.
This is a cereal themed dream.
Yeah,
Welcome back to a cereal in my life.
cereal, the podcast.
Yeah, that's what this is. The dream was though, eating cereal like at home, normal house, but like it went to like a bird's eye view, like an outside view,
Okay.
and the house was not like where it should be in a neighborhood.
Never
it was like
is.
in the middle of like a desert wasteland kind of thing, and these monsters were coming to the house and were coming to attack the house. And my only thought was, I gotta finish my cereal. I better finish the cereal before they.
Do you remember what cereal it was?
No.
I was gonna say because some
don't
cereal
think it was-
company did some great marketing on you.
Maybe
Getting
cereal
attacked
companies
by-
just advertise too much.
Not good
Yeah.
enough, clearly.
in the
Well,
90s.
getting attacked by monsters. What do you want to do? Eat cereal. Captain
Yeah.
Crunch.
Boom, Fruit Loops.
Said that
Cinnamon
weird.
Toast Crunch.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. All right. Danielle, thank you so much for being on the podcast this week.
My
we
pleasure.
appreciate you having our third time guest.
3P.
We ask all our guests, do you have anything you'd like to promote or recommend?
Well, I think I already did that enough earlier, but the Dinxy Doodles, it's still going strong. So go ahead and give me a follow on Instagram. It's at Dinxy _doodles.
Look out for
It's
those Irish
right
cream
here.
cookies coming in March.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
And then those pop
If you get
cookies coming in
I
July.
like that idea. I got to do it. But
You
yeah,
got something with candy.
follow me
Fireworks
on
in your mouth.
Instagram.
I was gonna say
And
that.
yeah, I don't know.
That's
That's what I got. I got a new business. Maybe next time, fourth time, I'll have another.
I think that's the
business.
rule. You
Forward
have
to
to
it,
have
yeah.
something different every time.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
But something different, but like still be working at your, like still doing your
yeah,
other
everything else needs to still be
I
active.
just need to add.
stuff. Yeah,
things.
you just need to stack it up.
I think next time I'll add a podcast.
Ooh. I know where you can rent a studio
Oh, really?
and a good producer
Hey,
Oh, he was gonna charge you for that. That's rude.
and charge you in cookies.
that I could do. Every week, just bring you cookies.
Guys, thank you for listening. Thank you.
By the end of our podcast, Eric's like 300 pounds.
Right.
Eating cookies every day.
Welcome to a pizza my life.
Welcome to a pizza, my life. My voice has gained a lot of weight.
Yeah, I was to say, yeah.
I talk real slow now.
That's how much air can get to your lungs now.
Pizzas of my life.
That's
like
how
multiple.
it goes. Guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. You can, of course, I hope you like and subscribe on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/A Pizza My Life, on Twitter @APMLPod, on Instagram @APizzaMyLifePod, and you can email us at apmlpod@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Brendan Fraser.